Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be on a new fixed blade knife that I just picked up. Obviously, as you guys can see, it is a knife by Gerber from their Bear Grylls line, and this one is actually called the Paracord knife. Now, I had actually seen this knife in, I think in a website or read somewhere about it, and I thought it was pretty cool, but it was nothing really that I was too excited about picking up. But today I was at my local Walmart and I was going through their knife aisle and I saw it there, and it retails for $29.95, and I figured I'd pick it up to go ahead and test it out and whatnot, because it obviously combines two things that I like, which are knives and paracord. Now, obviously, as you guys can see, the knife is outside of the packaging. Unfortunately, I started recording this video, something happened, and I had to record it again. So this is take two of the knife. So this is the packaging that it comes with. Obviously, again, it's called the Paracord knife, and the packaging does give you a couple of information in the back here. Blade length is 3.25 inches. Overall length is 7.75 inches. The handle material is paracord. Obviously, it is a paracord wrapped handle, as you guys can see there. And it states that it has 45 inches of paracord on the handle that can be removed and used for survival tasks. Obviously, as we all know, paracord has 1,001 uses, so obviously you can use it for anything from survival tasks to whatever it is that you would need it. It does come with a reversible sheath, and that's actually one of the things that caught my eye because I wanted to see what all they meant by a reversible sheath. It has a slim profile, it is lightweight, and it does come with the Prior's Survival Pocket Guide, which all Bear Grylls knives come with. So, having reviewed a couple of Bear Grylls knives already, I can tell you that the majority of his knives are not the best knife out there, not the worst knife out there, but if you can find them at a reasonable price, they're definitely worth picking up, especially if you want to use, have them as beater knives and stuff like that. They work great. So, onto the knife itself. Here it is. Obviously, as you guys can see, the bright neon paracord wrapped handle is what kind of draws your eye to the whole packaging here. It's got this black molded sheath here, and then the middle portion right here is it has a little bit of traction, kind of grippiness to it, which is pretty nice, because if you do want to go ahead and take off the belt sheath, or the belt loop, I should say, you can go ahead and slide this into a pocket or something like that, and it's going to give you a little bit of retention if you're drawing the knife out and you don't want to draw the whole thing and leave the sheath itself in the pocket or anything like that. You do get two lanyard holes up here, so if you want to hang this from a pack this way, or maybe hang it as a neck knife. A little bit wide to do that as far as a neck knife is, but again, different strokes for different folks. Now, the fact that it's reversible is because you can actually remove the belt loop here and actually put it on the other side. So that's the big mystery about it. As you guys can see, it is fairly thin, very reminiscent of kind of like the Zula sheaths, which kind of keep that same thinness form factor with the knife itself. And then you get the belt loop here. I'm not a big fan of these types of belt loops, the ones that are kind of molded to this particular size, just because if you're wearing a thinner belt, it will fit, but you won't get, it'll move up and down depending on how you draw it and how you carry it. But again, it's thin enough to where it will accept the belt. And what I do like is that they did make it fairly big, so it could easily accommodate thicker belts or wider belts, probably up to 2-inch belts. Now, that's the other thing that sometimes you do find, that these are too small, and if you wear a bigger belt, then the belt won't fit through here. So that's obviously a plus to that. Now, what's also cool that I found about this is you do get different carry options. Obviously, as you guys can see here, it comes initially set up for horizontal carry. So, you would wear this, either in the small of your back, or obviously horizontally on yourself or on a pack or anything like that. But you can remove it, the screws will come loose, and then you can actually turn it this way, so now you can wear it vertically, so up and down or up and down this way. And obviously that would be rotating it like this. But if you do rotate it the other way, and the screws would be up here, what that'll give you is it'll give you where the knife will actually ride lower on the belt. So I thought that was really cool. It gives you, a couple of different carry options for the sheath itself. Initially, when you the knife does not come inside of the sheath. Obviously, the sheath is in the back of the packaging. The knife is by itself in the front. When you do put it in there, the first time that I went to draw the knife, it was really, really difficult. Now, as you guys can see, there is a slight design here that shows you the way the knife should be going in there. Even having the knife in there perfectly, it took a lot of muscle to get the knife out of the sheath. But after the initial time, now the knife draws really nice. Great retention inside of the sheath. I forgot to mention that. No rattling. You shake it, it's not going to come loose, and it doesn't seem like it's going to loosen up too badly in time, which is pretty nice. You know, especially with you know, removing and inserting the knife into the sheath multiple times. So again, draws really nice. Very, very lightweight. It almost feels like a thrower. You know, if you guys you know what I mean by that. You know, knives that you would throw at targets and stuff like that. It almost feels like that type of knife. Very clean lines, which is really nice. It does have some jimping up here. Not too aggressive. So I don't know how much retention or how much grip that's going to give you. But again, this isn't designed as a big, heavy user knife. You know, this is definitely a companion knife, I would say. It has a nice little tip to it. So if you do need to pierce something to cut, and then it's got a false wedge on the top, which actually definitely adds more power to the tip on there. I definitely do love the thin form factor on it, and then the fact that, you know, the handle, you know, it was left to, you can wrap it, is really nice. Now, I would probably rewrap this handle and make it a little bit thicker, because just how thin the knife already is and the way that they wrapped it, it's still pretty thin in the hand, and it's not very comfortable. I would definitely want something, you know, a little bit more width to the handle, and I think that it would definitely fit a lot better. You know, again, that's my taste. The finger choil is very useful. I do find that if I do need to choke up on the blade and do intricate work, it's going to work really nicely. And again, you know, you have like different holes and whatnot, so you can do different patterns as far as your wrap goes. This particular wrap, especially with this knot kind of hanging off to the side, it's not very comfortable, so I would definitely find myself rewrapping this. The finish on the knife is very nice. It definitely doesn't seem like it's going to come off or wear off or anything like that with use, and it comes fairly sharp out of the factory. And, you know, obviously you'd want to sharpen it back up depending on what use you're going to give to it. But for $30, I definitely wouldn't mind beating up on this knife. Like I said, you know, it can definitely be a user and a beater and stuff like that. You won't have to worry about it. It's not going to break. I feel it's very sturdy, so it's definitely, you know, if you're looking for a little bit of a you know, some like a backup blade, a slim form factor EDC blade, or something to just kind of throw into an EDC pack or anything like that, I would definitely recommend this one. So again, this is the Paracord knife from Gerber and part of their Bear Grylls line. I bought mine at Walmart for $29.95, so I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find it there. So if you want to pick it up, I definitely would recommend it. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. All right? Thanks.